Let's switch to edit mode. We're going to Alt select these edges around here. Press Alt and select. Let's scroll down to this one and holding Shift. We're going to hold Shift and Alt to Alt select this particular one. Next, we're going to select these middle edges holding Shift. Right click and scroll down on the mark scene. Click on it to mark scene. So next we're going to tab out of edit mode and let's go to our UV editing. We're going to press A to select everything and we're going to press U to unwrap this. So let's select this one. Let's press L on our keyboard using the G key. So let's move this right here. Then L to select, G to grab. Let's move this right here. So next, we're going to click on this new right here. Then we're going to name this. So let's give this a name. So we're going to change the width and height to 2048. Let's go to the generated type and let's change this from blank to UV grid. So let's click on this new image to create. So let's switch to material preview. So if you notice, this is not showing on your material preview because we have not added an image yet. So we're going to go to our materials tab and we're going to click on this new to give this a new material. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to click on this base color right here, this yellow circle. So we're going to click on it and we're going to select this image texture right here. So next we're going to click on this photo icon and we're going to select this soda can that we just created. So if you notice, it's really kind of messy right here and I don't like it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to press Ctrl R to add at least 3 loop cuts or 2 loop cuts around here. So this kind of fixed it a little bit. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to press 3 to go to the face mode. We're going to press L to select this particular area around here. So we're going to go to our UV grid. Press 2 to go to the edge mode, or you can just select it right here. So we're going to go to the middle. We're going to select this. Let me zoom in so you see what I'm doing. We're going to select this edge right here. So let's select this particular edge right here. So I'm going to press XX0, press enter to resize this. So let's do the same right here. Let me zoom in. Select this particular one. Then press XX0 to resize this. Press enter to confirm. So I'm going to select this side as well. So I'm going to press XY0 to resize this. Then let's do the same with this one. Press XY and 0 to resize this. Press enter to confirm. So once you have done that, you're going to go to the face mode. Press 3 to switch to face mode. Select this face, then select this particular face, then press A to select everything. Now we're going to press U on our keyboard to bring up these unwrap options. Now we're going to scroll down to follow active ports. Press OK and this is what you're going to see. So right now it has fixed some of the issues that we're having. So we're going to press add a loop cut around there. Press Ctrl R to add a loop cut and we can do the same for here. We can press Ctrl R to add a loop cut. So if you notice, this is not looking messy anymore. So we're going to exit this UV layout. So next, we're going to use this part as our shading. So I think I prefer this part. So let's use this part as our shading. So I'm going to change this to shader editor. So right now, I'm going to disable this image texture for now. So let's give this a material. Let's give this a metallic material. So I'm going to reduce the roughness a little bit. Let's change the metallic to 1, or you can reduce the metallic. If you don't want it to be fully metallic, you can reduce it a little bit, or you can just leave it this way. Then on the materials tab, let's give this a name. So right now I'm going to select this particular one and I'm going to give it the same material, and this one too I'm going to assign the same material. So this is what we have right now, and this looks so super realistic. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to tab into edit mode and we're going to press L. We're going to press 3 to go to the face mode. Make sure you're on face mode. So I'm going to press L on my keyboard. Then it's going to select this area. Then I'm going to click on this add new, and I'm going to click on new, click on assign to assign a new material to this particular one. So I'm going to be adding an image texture to this. So let's click on our Prespose BSDF and let's press Ctrl T to add an image texture with mapping node and texture coordinates. So right now I already have my label that I want to add to this. So I'm going to click on this open icon right here to add a label. So I've actually added the label and this is how it's showing. And this is how it's showing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our UV editor and we're going to rotate this. Let's press R 90. I think I'm on the wrong angle, so I'm going to rotate this 180 degrees. So I'm going to press R 180. So this is much better. So we are going to scale this in the Y axis. So I'm going to press X and Y to scale this in the Y axis. Then I'm going to reduce the roughness. Then I'm going to increase the metallic. You can leave it at 0.6. So you can just reduce the metallic just a little bit. So this is looking pretty cool. You can adjust the roughness. This is looking too much, so let's just go with 0.2. We can just leave it at 0.3. So we're going to be adding some bumps to this. So if you notice, this is just very smooth. I'm going to press Shift A and I'm going to add in a bump node. Then I'm going to connect it. I'm going to press Shift A to add in a normal map. I'm going to connect it to the normal input of our bump. So I'm going to move this down just here. I'll be adding a noise texture to this. I'm going to connect the vector to the vector of this mapping node. So I'm going to connect the color to the height of our bump node. So if you pay attention, you will see that it's all bumpy right here. So we're going to reduce this strength to 0.002. So now I'm going to scale this noise texture. I'm going to increase the scale. So if you notice, you'll see a movement going on right here. So we're going to name this as label. So the next thing we're going to do is to add in a plane. Press Shift A to add in a plane. We're going to scale this out. We're going to scale this out and we're going to tab into edit mode. Press 2 to go to edge mode. Select this edge right here. Press E and Z to extrude this in the Z axis. Then let's select this edge and let's press Ctrl B to bevel this. So once you have done that, you're going to tab out of edit mode. You're going to press A and press X to scale this out. Let's disable this.
Next, we will be adding camera and light to our scene. If this tutorial was helpful, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button. Also, if you need this model, please click on the link on the description.